So you're a New Yorker and you're thinking about moving across the Hudson. It feels like a massive leap, right? You love the energy, the culture, but man, you're also dreaming of just a little more space. The big question is, can you really have it all? Let's dive in and find out. You've gotten to that point. The thought of leaving the five boroughs has popped into your head, maybe more than once. And that pull from New Jersey? Yeah, it's getting stronger. But here's the catch, the thing that's holding you back. You absolutely do not want to give up the lifestyle you love. The idea of losing that incredible urban energy is the biggest hurdle, isn't it? Well, what if I told you that you might not have to? To get to the bottom of this, we're digging into some fantastic insights from an article by the Joelle Chilazi group. Now, these are the people who specialize in helping New Yorkers make this exact move, so they really get it. They've pinpointed the towns that make the switch feel less like a compromise and a whole lot more like an upgrade. Okay, first up, let's talk about the places for those of you who truly want to keep that city buzz alive. These are the spots that offer that same urban living, just with a bit more room to breathe. This table just lays out the top 3 urban alternatives perfectly. First, you've got Jersey City. It is completely transformed into this dynamic hub where you'll find historic brownstones right next to gleaming luxury condos. Then there's Hoboken, famous for that amazing waterfront and a dining scene that is always buzzing. And if you want something a little quieter, you have Weehawken, which comes with those absolutely jaw-dropping skyline views. The key thing here, all of them have super fast commutes with the path, ferry, or bus. And I love this quote from the source, calling Hoboken a mini Manhattan. It just nails it. This is for the city dweller who wants all that energy, the boutique shopping, but maybe without the, sheer chaos of Manhattan. Okay, let this sink in. 10 minutes. That's the commute from Weehawken to Midtown. I mean, for a lot of New Yorkers, that's way faster than their current commute just to get from one borough to another. It really puts into perspective just how connected these Jersey towns are. All right, but what if you're ready for more space? Maybe even a backyard. But the idea of some sleepy suburb with zero arts or culture scene is a complete deal breaker. So where do you go then? Well, that brings us right to our second category. This is for the New Yorker who wants the absolute best of both worlds. That cosmopolitan energy mixed with some real neighborhood charm. What's so cool about these towns is their vibe. They aren't just suburbs, they're cultural destinations. You got Montclair, known for its killer art scene and film festival. Maplewood has literally earned the nickname Brooklyn West. And South Orange has this vibrant community with beautiful historic homes and awesome outdoor concerts. They feel less like you're leaving the city and more like you're just moving to one of its most creative neighborhoods. And get this, Montclair, with all that culture and charm, is only 11 miles from New York. You get the leafy streets, the gorgeous Victorian homes, but the city is still right there, super accessible for work or a night out. So how do you choose between them? Well, it really comes down to the specific flavor of culture you're looking for. The source suggests Maplewood if you want that artistic, family-friendly vibe, hence the Brooklyn West nickname. But if your taste is a bit more cosmopolitan, maybe like the Upper West Side blended with Brooklyn, then Montclair is probably your perfect match. All right, finally, let's look at a category for those of you searching for that perfect mix of affordability, classic small-town charm, and a really strong sense of community. Let's talk about the hidden gems. In this category, we've got 2 fantastic but very different options. On one hand, you have Bloomfield, which is all about value. The price point is a bit more approachable than its neighbors, but you still get a direct train to Penn Station and a downtown that's really on the upswing. On the other hand, you have Glen Ridge, which is just pure picturesque charm. It's like stepping back in time. And this is exactly why Glen Ridge is so special. The source calls it a true hidden gem. I mean, come on, gas lamp-lit sidewalks? How incredible is that? This is for someone who wants that well-preserved history, quiet streets, and a super tight-knit community, all while being right next door to the buzz of Montclair. So, we've covered a ton of ground. We've looked at all these incredible towns. But how do you pull it all together and actually make a decision that feels right for you? It's actually pretty simple if you break it down into 3 steps. First, you have to identify your non-negotiable vibe. What do you need most? Is it that pure urban energy, the cultural buzz, or that quiet small-town charm? Second, just focus on the category of towns we explored that fits that vibe. And finally, you layer in the logistics, your budget, your commute, and that's how you'll find your perfect spot. And really, that's the big takeaway here. This isn't just about finding a new address on a map. It's about defining the next chapter of your life and finding a place in New Jersey that truly feels like an extension of everything you've always loved about being a New Yorker. So, as you think about what's next, the real question is this: what does that perfect balance look like for you? Is it the skyline view from a high rise in Jersey City? Or is it a beautiful tree lined street in Maplewood? Finding that answer is the very first step to finding your new home.